Guys, the treat making business and the culinary space, just in general, was never meant to be a high profit space. It is generally known within the culinary community that it is a very low profit, very high work, and high expense type of work environment and business. When I went through culinary school, we had to take several business courses because they didn't want people just thinking that it was just all about making cute food and selling it for what you think it's worth, but truly understanding how to properly cost these things. So, for instance, when I went to culinary school, every recipe we did had to be costed out, and they showed us how to use this specific spreadsheet in order to properly cost out everything that we did. So we knew exactly what it was going to cost every single time. And in one of our classes, they actually had people that had graduated school, gone on to own their own food and beverage businesses, and had them kind of just give us the real lowdown on what it's like to own something like that. Even if it's not brick and mortar, even if it's just owning a coffee cart or having it outside of your home. The reality is that food is usually a high cost type product, okay, especially nowadays with food costs being what they are in our society, right? And it's not like when you're in, let's say, the fashion industry or at a tire shop where you can take a product and upsell it for a higher price. You can only upsell a cookie for so much, and people are only going to be willing to pay so much money. And in doing so, you should be charging ethically what your product is actually truly worth. When we go to Walmart, when we go to any grocery store, we know that we are going to be getting a speed scratch product, okay? So it is going to, like, if you go to a high-end grocery store like Whole Foods and things, it's going to be a product that is already pre-made, and then you are just using the ingredients on hand to decorate it and finish it off, make it cutesy wootsy, right? Or when you go into many mainstream bakeries and grocery store bakeries, you are getting icing from a tub and box mixes and things of that nature, and having it put together that way. But it's not a from scratch high end ingredient type, it's, space like you would get with, say, JL Patisserie. But what you are usually not going to do is walk into Walmart and expect to pay, say, $25 for a dozen cookies. But you would expect that from somewhere like a patisserie or a person who advertises themselves as a home baker. And in charging ethically, it should be understood that if you are using real top quality ingredients, it's going to cost more.